Hello all, welcome to the channel. This is the second part of the installing Ubuntu virtual machine on the VirtualBox series. So now in the last video we have seen how to download the Oracle VirtualBox manager and the ISO file, and we have just initially set up the new icon and this type of machine on the Oracle VM box. Now we will see how to install the machine on this VM one by one. So let's get started. We have to click on the start as, and now I have already told previously that the machine gets booted, and once it got booted, in the last video we have seen this screen. After booting, this process completes, then what we have is a different type of screen where we have two options, mainly try Ubuntu and install Ubuntu. So yeah, this is also shown in the last video, so that is the same part. And after checking, it is like showing this, and once you have got through this, you have a different screen. Yeah, so you have to be keep patient while booting this machine. It may take much time according to your system configuration, right? So now this will show up this type of screen, right? And then what we have to do is, so yeah, after this there was a popping sound of welcome, and then it will show you two options, try Ubuntu and install Ubuntu, and here you have language options. So you must go with the English one only, and then we have to install Ubuntu, right? So you can click on this install, right? And this, after, it takes approx half to 1 hour, or sometime 30 to 40 minutes according to your connection speed and like system configuration again. Now here you have to choose the English US, continue. It is an option, namely this continue, so we have to continue on this. Now here it is asking two type of installation, right? Normal installation and minimal installation. So if you need the installation or to use Ubuntu for basic purposes, then you can install minimal installation because it does not require much connectivity and all that issues, and you will get the installation very fast. But if you want to use like for almost all the purposes, then you should go with the normal installation. Also you have the option download updates while installing. This will require the internet connection, so beware of checking this. If you have a good internet connection, then only select. Otherwise you can also download the updates afterwards, after installing the system, right? And then you have to like just press continue, right? And once it got continued, this will show up this screen, right? So yeah, now here it is different. There are two options because you are installing on a VM virtual box. So here we have already allocated the hard disk size as 10 GB, so it is like a cover over the cover. So basically we are running the Windows operating system, right? And inside the Windows operating system we are using the virtual box to run the Ubuntu machine, right? Otherwise sometimes one might want to run the Ubuntu virtual machine as the complete OS. Then if somebody has already installed something different OS like Windows or something other, Windows 7, Windows 10 or Windows XP, and if he want to remove that system and want to install Ubuntu, then he should select this erase disk and install install Ubuntu, or otherwise if you want to like dual boot the Windows or something like that, then you should select this. But here in this case we are installing the virtual machine in this virtual box, so there is a totally complete cover over the cover type system. So basically we are just making up the new things fresh inside the Windows 10 only. So we have to select this option only, erase disks and install Ubuntu, because here the disk is the virtual created disk we have created of 10 GB, right? So yeah, here we have to select this and create install now. So installing the Windows Ubuntu machine on the Windows host or in the virtual box doesn't harm to your Windows operating system anymore, right? It will just install a file onto the hard disk of the main system, feeling like that you have installed a completely new system, right? So here this is formatting this 10 GB partition which we have created in the first video, right? So here we have to click the continue basically, and then it got start installing. So yeah, here you have to fill up the region. So here I am in India, so I am selecting Kolkata. If you might offer from other countries, then you can select as per your need, right? And then here you have to fill up the name, let's say XYZ, right? And then you have to choose a specific password, or you mm, whatever whatever password you would choose, you have to fill and remember that password for sure, because if you forget the password, then it would be a very much difficulty to recover it again, right? So yeah, you have to remember the password. And yeah, here you have option of Active Directory also, or login automatically. So if you want not to want entering the password again and again when booting the machine, then you can select this option, but I recommend to choose only this option, right? And then use Active Directory. Those who want to use the directory domain or like server system, then they use select this option. Otherwise you have to don't select this option. Click on continue. So we have the virtual machine setup. So basically we have selected the username, we have choose the password, and then it is like installing. So after it got installed, right, after it got installed, uh, it will look like the same virtual machine which was like, so yeah, after it got installed it will like the same machine which I have showed you in the first video. So then you can boot to the same machine by entering the password and the username you have set while installation, right? So it is installing the system. As you can see, it is installing the system, and after it get installed, like, after it get installed, it will like just wait a moment, keep patience, and then after it get installed, it will like show you something like this desktop opening up, right? And here you have to simply press Ctrl Alt T to open the terminal window, as you can see. And then in the terminal window you can write the command sudo apt-get update to update the Ubuntu repository, right? And then like you have to enter the correct password, otherwise it will show an error like this, and then it will get updates from the websites automatically, right? And after that, if you want to run different programs, then we will see in the next video how to run the C program on the Ubuntu machine. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you so much.